Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Watanabe, and today we've got some sad news here. I just came back from a trip just a few days ago, and this tank right here, this is the tank that's in my bedroom. It didn't do so well. And another tank that's outside that has an angelfish in it didn't do well at all. The angelfish actually passed away, but we'll take a closer look at that later. But with this tank, this is the mustard gas beta tank, and you can see the water level is quite low, so I'm gonna have to top that up. But the celestial pearl danios, or the galaxy rasboras that were in this tank, they all didn't make it. I kind of predicted that the celestial pearl danios wouldn't do so well, or the galaxy rasboras, whichever one you want to call it, but I'll just say celestial pearl danios. But yeah, I thought that they would be okay just eating pellets, but I guess they wanted their live foods, live baby brine shrimp, live daphnia. But that would be too troublesome because my mom was taking care of the fish at that time and I didn't want to trouble her too much. So I just made it simple for her by just feeding them pellets, and I guess the tetras and the beta did well, but the celestial pearl danios didn't. So on the left hand side of the tank right here, you can see the mustard gas beta is doing really well. Sorry it's a little bit dark, but it's this cover right here. When I take it off later, you'll get a much better look. But look, now you can see his blue coloration. Such a beautiful fish. The beta has been doing well, and you can see the other tetras in here. They have been doing excellent as well, and they really eat a lot. And the Java fern has been doing okay as well. Still not much growth there. I guess there's not enough light or something. But there has been a lot of algae growth on the Java fern. You see all that stuff that's growing on the Java fern, that is all algae. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to remove all of that. I'm not so sure how. I'll just try to siphon it out using a small tube, or maybe pull it out with my fingers. But yeah, we've also got to top this tank up. I'll do a little water change and top the tank up. Alright guys, now let's take a look at the Asian Arowana and the 2 koi angelfish right here. So here is the Asian Arowana. Man, he is just such a gorgeous fish, and I really love this guy. Just so amazing. And the 2 koi angelfish just doing their thing, chasing each other around. Just funny fish, but they've been doing really well too. They've been in here for exactly a month now, and they've just been doing really awesome. They eat like crazy, but for some reason they won't stop fighting with each other. I may have posted that video of them kissing. I'm not too sure. If that video is out, then you guys might have seen it, but I haven't planned everything yet, so maybe it's out already, maybe it's not, but there's a video of them kissing, so if you want to check that out, go watch that. But take a look at this, just such a beautiful Arowana. The Arowana doesn't care at all about these 2 angelfish at the moment. But I know that maybe one day this guy will grow to a massive size. Maybe then he'll try to eat these guys, so I'm gonna have to watch out for that. I'm gonna monitor these guys every single day, and for the time being, they're okay together. The angelfish have been doing really well. You can see a driftwood here. A lot of you guys have been telling me no driftwood in this tank because there's an Asian Arowana and he's gonna hit into it. But so far everything has been okay. This driftwood has been in here for a month already, and it used to be standing taller. And at that time you guys told me take it out, so I did take it out, but then I put it back in and I made it lower, a lower profile, and so far it's been doing alright. And now that there's a driftwood in there, we're gonna get a bottom fish for this tank. Comment down below if you know what it is. If you know specifically too what fish it is, make sure to comment down below. But we're gonna get a fish for this tank, so bottom dwelling fish. If we get any more fish that swim up here, there's gonna be some chaos, man, because this guy wants his own space. Such a beautiful fish. But yeah, as I said before, this guy may grow big. These angelfish will grow big too, but the Arowana will of course be much bigger than them, so I'm gonna have to watch out because one day this guy might try to eat them. So if that happens, I'm gonna take these guys out and put them in another tank. So as you guys just saw, the Arowana tank is doing really well with the new angelfish. You might have seen in one of my last videos of that tank. But now let's take a look at these 4 tanks and the fluval flex back there. Let's start off with this tank right here. This is one of my favorite tanks in the house, but it's kind of messy right now. You can see the stem plants in the back. That's Rotella rotundifolia, and they've grown really tall, but they're not as bushy as I want them to be, so I really want to take those out and put these plants in instead. These are Anubias minima, and I'm hoping that this will give a fuller look in the back of the tank. But other than that, everything has been doing fine. You can see the Anubias is growing really well, and I've had to trim it up a few times. The mosses are growing like crazy, and the cardinal tetras have just been thriving in this tank. I've had them in this tank for a year now, and that's crazy. They've just been really amazing, and I love these tetras. I've got this Bucephalandra that's flowering up, so that's really beautiful. And I've got a bunch of cherry shrimps in here. Let me try to find one. So there's one back there, you can just see that red coloration. It's stunning. Here's a little one. I guess this guy must have been born in this tank. You can see he's pretty red for a baby cherry shrimp as well. Here's an Amano shrimp. These Amano shrimp, I have 4 of them in this tank, and they've really cleared the algae good for me, so I'm really happy with those Amanos. Here's another one. That's a pretty big size one. Here, we'll feed these cardinals. So I just shake in a bunch of food like that. Keep that up there. Take a look at this. Tetras just love it. You can see the Galaxy rasbora, the celestial pearl danio, eating as well. See, this guy I've had in here for a long time, way before I got my celestial pearl danio for my bedroom tank. And this guy has been alone in here, and he's been doing really well. So that's a really good thing. But unfortunately, I'm not so sure why the ones in my bedroom didn't do well. They just didn't take pellets. They weren't like this guy. That sucks. But yeah, let's take a look at this tank now. Let me just slide over on my chair. And you can see the plants up here just have grown like crazy. The carpeting plant has been growing, but it hasn't really been carpeting. So I guess once I take out all the floating plants at the top, you can see we'll probably get more light in and the plants will start to grow better. So we'll see what happens. And I've also got this cave here that I want to put in the tank. And I'm hoping that my German blue rams will breed for me. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see about that soon. We'll make individual videos of each of these tanks. This tank is the tank that the tragedy happened. That's where this is where Orange, the angelfish, passed away just a few days ago. So the thing that happened was I came back from my trip and I saw that I saw that Orange wasn't doing too well, and I took a video of him. Here he is. So yeah, you can see Orange, the angelfish, wasn't doing too well, so I medicated the tank, but sadly the next day he passed away. So that was really sad. He was my favorite angelfish, and I just loved his vibrant orange colors. There is one pleco in here I didn't show you guys. It's a type of royal pleco. I'm not too sure what the L number is, but I'll put a picture of him the day I got him. This is the panda angelfish tank, and you can see the panda angelfish look like they are doing really well. I was actually thinking of putting these in the Arowana tank, but I just didn't have the guts to do that. I'm not too sure what will happen, and I love these guys too much. Let's take a look at the Fluvoflex right here. We're gonna have to take off all these things because we don't need them anymore. But yeah, take a look at this tank. Cherry barbs have been looking really excellent, and I feed these guys every single day. This is one of my favorite tanks. There's some algae on the glass, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. The black phantoms have been doing good as well. I only have 2 of them in right now, but maybe we'll get more if I see them in the fish stores. A lot of you guys were telling me to get more cherry barbs. I'm not too sure, should I? This is a 15-gallon tank. I'm not too sure how much I want in this tank. Yeah, the Nubius has been doing really well in this tank. We need to get some Corydoras, maybe pygmy cories for this tank. So that is some sad news today, but this happens to everyone, and it happens in any hobby which involves having a pet, so that really sucks, but we're gonna have much better days together. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit the red subscribe button down below to follow my journey, and I will see you next time.